Hey everybody, welcome back to another exciting episode of What CD is Rob listening to now. This year is about 2/3 over, so I imagine that many of you are pulling together some sort of top favorite albums list of the year. But don't go so fast. Perhaps you've missed something that may be one of the greatest albums of not only the year, but in my opinion of the decade so far. I know that's pretty heavy talk, but hear me out. This was released on the Load 4 Records label, and this is the newest album from Promethium, Bleeding the Ghost, and this album definitely needs your consideration for Album of the Year. Now, if you haven't heard of Promethium, you're truly missing out on something pretty incredible. You've already missed out on 3 albums, which can be purchased through the band's website at promethiumband.com. But from what guitarist Daniel Levitt Horn has told me, you won't need those other albums when you get this one. You'll want to toss the other ones in the bin and just stick to this one. And while I think I'll go ahead and keep their back catalog because I love the albums, I do believe that the band have really written their best album yet here. This is for fans of heavy melodic music, like I said, it's definitely for you if you like heavy melodic music. With 10 songs that run the gamut from crunching riffs to some of the most melodically minded metal my ears have ever heard. This is definitely 37 minutes of pure musical bliss. The disc kicks off with Goat, a wonderful instrumental intro to the record, if a little short, that leads into the phenomenal title track. And just from the first moments of the track, trust me, you're going to be hooked and you're going to want to hear this whole album. It's just that incredible, and things just get better from there. In fact, as each song it played becomes my favorite on the album, the next song becomes my new favorite song on the album. It's just that good. I'd be hard pressed to pick a favorite. I mean, it's just phenomenal. I can't say enough great things about this album. One of the things I always look for in a good album is a good vocal performance, and thankfully this disc is full of fantastic vocal melodies. It fits so damn well with the instrumentation, and the vocalist is he sounds phenomenal. Everything here just melds together perfectly. Add to that some riffs that some of the best guitar riffs I've heard since the 80s. You know I'm talking about that hair metal stuff. I mean, just some very phenomenally memorable hooks and guitar licks. Just very cool stuff. I'd put this up against anything from and I know people are going to make fun of me, but for some reason the guitar solos from CC DeVille are so memorable. And I think a lot of the guitar stuff here is also just very memorable. It's catchy, it hooks you, it pulls you in, but it's just heavier and crunchier. It's just phenomenal stuff. And if I had to pick a few songs that are favorite, I would choose the brief yet amazing instrumental track Goat. I mean, that thing is just killer. Any prog fan would love that one, even though there aren't any keyboards. Maybe next time. Yeah, it's a great song. There's also the beautifully emotive Manhattan, which I've played on repeat a few times. It's a great tune. And then there's the absolutely epic feel of the album's closer, My Fate, complete with some killer guitar riffs, some piano, a hauntingly beautiful melody, a world-class rhythm section. I mean, these guys are just fantastic. The vocals are great. There's, of course, just I don't know if it steals the show, but just the string section on here is just so beautiful. I mean, just perfect with the music. I love it. Great guitar tone. I mean, just everything about it. I love that track. This one track, I mean, I think it just sells me on this band. If I had never heard of them before and I heard this song, I'd be getting everything. That being said, there's not one bad song on this album, and I feel like it's worth every minute of your time you spend with the band as they play through some really well written and performed music. But please don't take my word for it. Head over to promethiumband.com and pick up the album for yourself. If you're a fan of hard rock, melodic rock, or just plain good music, you're going to like this album. And you may even find yourself listening to a contender for your album of the year. Anyway, until next time, toodles.